here we are now at the true season finale of Total Divas. Season 3. Ava Marie apparently only gets 25% of her income from the WWE. The rest of it is from a burgeoning hair extension line. Okay. And Jonathan is her husbandager. We really need to quit taking two words and just smash them together as hard as we can and coming up with some sort of like hybridized version. Like momager makes sense, dadager makes sense, husbandanager. Like some sort of weird vanilla disease you get from the tropical of the Congo. And he is a flat out hard ass. He's like, we need to do this, we got 45 minutes, you're making sure we get this. I mean, and he is, there's no tact. He's just straight, brutal, gonna get it done, here's our time. And she was like, well, we started the WWE. And he was like, shut up. No, it's two totally different things. What we're doing here in the E, different. E calls up and they're like, yeah, something about a photo shoot? Yeah, with who? Who are you running that past? Those need to go through us now. They literally need to go through us. We own a portion of the brand that is you. You can't license the brand that is you when we control a portion of the brand that is you. Alright, and then of course they get into an argument because, you know, they got married and didn't know each other very well. She's like, I resent you for the things that you do, and he's like, hey, you went from, I want kids, no, actually I don't want kids. I got a leaky boob, I don't get that to get taken care of. So, if anything, this teaches people that they need to talk before you get married. Last episode, Paige and her, dude, were kind of on the outs, if people still use that vernacular. And then she was like, you should move in with me. And he was like, well, I should meet my mom first. They try to do that, and, yeah. Drops the bombs that he was married before. Doesn't really say that, you know, they're going to move in together. I think he kind of used going there as like the thing to push off the, you know, we should really get together sort of thing. So she had the whole speech last time about, you know, being hurt before, meets this dude, kind of gets mildly hurt, and it's really sad. You know. Then the Bellas. Apparently the Bellas contract was coming up. Okay. Then Nikki becomes champion. Okay. They show the Divas in the back and they're like, yeah! And she just, you know, blows through AJ in a match that was pretty much like, if you were to sneeze, you would have been like, dude, AJ and Brie are kissing. Hot. Nikki's champion? In the back, they're all cheering and happy. Not knowing that that match really, really crapped on the title. Crapped hard. Like, you know, like ECW heavyweight champion, like, hard. Where it's like, you're champion, Chavo, yay! I mean, Money in the Bank cash-ins get more time. And it's like, they give the champions as a bargaining chip? Brie is kind of like, baby! And Nikki's like, I could do other things. I could be in movies. She's attractive, yeah. I don't know if she can act. And she's like, you know, took 8 years, and then here we are. And I was like, is that including the time you guys took off? Because you mentioned a 3-year contract and then being 34, which means you guys would start either when you were 23 or earlier. And I was like, man, you spent 8 years, and like, Nikki's just now hit a point where she's good. Very good. Brie, not so much. And I was like, man, you just for 8 years? You're just now getting good at it? Wow. I do guess for the better part of a year, it was like, special guest host. Hi, we're the Bellas. We're just going to stand next to you and flank you like bookends. And I was like, alright. And then ends with, will they really not sign 3-year contract extensions? Dun 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 dun. I'm still pretty pissed that they actually skipped everything from SummerSlam right to Survivor Series. I would have loved to have had, them talking about how Nikki turned, which made Brie turn after they did their match at Hell in a Cell. No. They skipped a really good, meaty, juicy wrestling-based story. And it's to the point now, it's like, man, I don't even know if I want to waste my time watching season 4. Backstage stuff is neat. I like seeing the actual personalities, but I'll be honest. If you're going to so not deal with the wrestling, or women's wrestling, it's pretty much like every other show they've got. There's a lot of storylines. You see women around, but there's zero going on in the ring. Maybe somebody give Total Divas a break.